Hello everyone, my name is Dasha. I am a senior in the Interaction Design program here at UW, and I'd like to tell you a little bit more about my story and how UW has changed my life. A few years ago, I'd finished my associate's degree, but I had literally no idea what I wanted to do. It was the middle of COVID, we were all living through a very unprecedented time, and I felt lost. I grew up as an artist, drawing, painting, sculpting, dancing, but I was taught from a young age that my creativity didn't have a place in the real world. But that all changed when I serendipitously discovered the UW Design program. It ignited a spark of hope that I would be able to use my creativity in a way to help improve people's lives. I did an online bootcamp course to help gain some experience, and I applied to this highly competitive program. I still remember how loud I screamed when I found out that I got accepted. I didn't know it then, but that changed my life forever. The design program is unique in that the class sizes are very small. Every year, only 20 students get accepted into the Interaction Design program, and we take the same classes every quarter for 3 years. This has allowed us all to get very close and build very strong relationships with our faculty and our peers. We study everything from visual storytelling, physical computing, interface design, and even the really cutting-edge stuff like augmented and mixed reality. I learned that critique is a fundamental necessity of growth, not only as a designer, but as a human being. And being in an environment that has that level of honesty at its core has allowed me to transform the way that I see other people, the world, and myself. I also learned that the structures of our world are not as rigid as they might appear, and we have the power to make a real difference. Last winter, a few friends and I were talking about how awesome it would be if we had a course in our curriculum that would teach us how to use the 3D modeling software, Blender. We wanted to leverage the power of collective accountability and decided to make the course ourselves. I took on a more organizational role, reserving the computer lab, taking attendance, and making sure everything was running smoothly. And in the end, over a dozen students received real design elective credit from our class. People went from having never touched 3D modeling software to creating exceptional projects, all in a couple weeks. And the skills we learned helped give us an edge as we enter this really fast-paced industry. But the paradox of learning cutting-edge design in school is the tension that builds between the reality of what can fit into a rigid academic curriculum versus the reality of the industry. Our professors do an incredible job of adapting what they teach, but there's only so much that they can do. So for a majority of my time at UW, I've been a part of IXDA, the Interaction Design Association, an RSO dedicated to helping students by bridging the gap between academia and industry. We regularly invite professionals into the classroom for portfolio reviews, mock interviews, and AMA panels, while also doing casual cohort bonding events such as boba socials and movie nights. I started as a secretary, but I'm now acting as the co-president. And I'm working to ensure that this RSO will continue to be successful and help students after I graduate this spring. I'm so grateful for the incredible team that has made this possible, and I'm so proud of the growth that we've made over the years. So, as I prepare to enter this new chapter of my life, it feels so cool to acknowledge how far I've come. As designers, we're responsible for advocating for the people, always. And over the past few years, I've grown deeply rooted in the truth that human well-being is the most important priority. People's holistic health matters more than business profits. And with the current tech climate being established in consumerism and surveillance, a focus on fast growth and reckless expansion, we've witnessed in our own lives how technology has affected us, and the power that technology has to affect us. My time at UW has prepared me for this uncertain future. Even if we can't know for sure what's next, I have a deep faith that I will stand in my truth. I want to find ways to support people's joy, their happiness, their playfulness, and to help each other make the most out of life, even if that means decentering technology and returning to ourselves. Thank you so much.